We protect our children's body, but who is protecting their minds, their little minds? This is why Children's Mental Health Week matters. This week in the UK is the Children's Mental Health Awareness Week. And as an African mom living in this country, this week always stirs something very deep inside me because I'm always passionate when it comes to children. I'm a mom and I also work with children. Some people say mental health is overrated. But when it comes to children, can we really afford to ignore it? Hello and welcome to the Tebi's Experience. My name is Tebi Adeoye, and this is a safe space for honest conversation about parenting, culture, mental health for children and adults, and real life conversation. At first, I did not understand what mental health really means, all the weight it carries, because mental health was not something we really talked about in Africa, where I come from. But here in the UK, it is a thing. So today, I want to ask a honest question. Do we trivialize mental health in Africa? Because where I come from, in our era, we do not have a language for it. Neither do we have a word for mental health. If a child was quiet, we said they were shy. If a child was angry, we said they were stubborn. If a child was struggling, we said they were lazy. If an adult was depressed, we said they were weak. Nobody asks, how are you feeling in the inside? We only ask, are you behaving well? Are you behaving okay? And because of that, so much went unseen. Many things went unnoticed. A lot of children suffered silently. But we did not call it trauma. It was called life. That is why I say life happens. We did not call it anxiety. We call it discipline. We did not call it emotional damage. We called it character building. And that was normal to us then. Then arriving in the UK, a shock to my own system. When I came into the UK, suddenly everything was mental health. In schools, mental health. In hospitals, at the GP, mental health. In nurseries. In fact, the first time I had someone jumped on the train, not funny, I was shocked and surprised. Not to talk of self-harming. Here in the UK, they ask about your emotion. They ask about your feeling. They ask about your well-being. And especially when it comes to children, they pay so much attention. At first, I thought, are they not overreacting? Are children not just being children? Why so much focus on feeling? But slowly, stories of children who were bullied, children who were anxious, children who were depressed. Just a quick one. That's your child that is suddenly quiet. Have you observed him or her? To check in with him, to check in with her. Are they okay? Children will look fine on the outside, but are breaking on the inside. This really breaks my heart. Mental health is not a luxury. Mental health is not a westernized idea. Mental health is life. Mental health is real. Mental health is not madness. Mental health is how a child sees himself, feels about himself or herself, how safe they feel, how valued they feel about themselves, how they handle fear, how they handle failure, how they handle rejection. Mental health is shaped from childhood, from how we speak to our children, from how we discipline them, from how we listen to them. from how we dismiss their feeling. And here is the painful truth. We were beaten into silence, shamed into obedience, ignored when we cry, and when we survive. And we survive. But the survival is not the same as health. Just because we survived does not mean we were not damaged. Many of us who grew up in Africa are adults living with emotional effects of how we were raised. Many are still carrying the pain of their childhood in silence. Many of us grew up emotionally wounded, but did not know. This is why Children's Mental Health Awareness Week matters so much, because childhood is where everything begins. A child who is constantly shouted at learns fear. A child who is constantly shamed learns low self-esteem and low confidence. A child who is never listened to learns that their voice does not matter, their opinion does not matter, and those lessons do not disappear with age. They become anxiety, they become depression, they become anger, they become broken relationship, they become traumatized adults. So do we trivialize mental health in Africa? I think in many ways we did. Not because we did not care, but because we did not know. We did not have the language for it. We did not have the awareness. We did not have the education. But now that we know, and now that we have a responsibility to protect not only the bodies of our children, but their little minds, to discipline without destroying their minds, to correct without crushing their spirits, to raise strong children, not broken adults. Because mental health is not a Western problem. It is a human problem. And the life of a child is too precious to be damaged. Their life is too precious to be damaged in silence. We cannot change how we were raised, but we can change how we raise our children. We can change how we raise our own children. So, my lovelies, as we come to the end of today's conversation, I hope something you heard today encourages you, challenges you, or simply remind you that mental health is real and we should protect our children's mind, not just their bodies. And if this is your first time here, please do not forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like, so that the next video, the next conversation, you won't miss it. And if this message speaks to you or resonates with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for spending this beautiful time with me here on the Terry's Experience. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.